It is an emergency. As I'm telling you, it is a crisis. It is a crisis. That's what South Africa is going through. Nigerians, if you don't know what another person is going through, you will not appreciate your own. You understand? By the time I'm done telling you what South Africa is going through now, you as a Nigerian, you go to appreciate Nigeria. You understand? You will be thanking God, that God of Nigeria. Thank you for giving us a country like Nigeria, for protecting us, for making sure that our country is not disgraced, for making sure that our country has hope. Now the year which I tell now, I saw a video today, and I knew immediately. I said to myself, Black South Africans cannot do this video because they don't think like this, and this is why white people are controlling the economy. So why Black South Africans, right? Their problem is foreigners. They are busy worried. They are busy concerned about how many Zimbabweans have come into South Africa, about how many Nigerians are currently living in South Africa, about how many Zimbabweans are doing cleaning jobs, how many Zimbabweans are mechanics, how many Nigerians are opening hair businesses, how many Nigerians are opening fashion shops, how many Nigerians are opening restaurants, because Nigerians run the place. Meanwhile, they themselves, they are lazy around and can't do anything. Now, on the contrary, I saw white people in South Africa, since we've been complaining and talking about businesses leaving South Africa, jobs, companies closing down, companies telling workers to stop work because they don't want to work with them again. I mean, hundreds and thousands of workers being laid out of work. No Black South African activist, not even Operation Dudula, has come out to complain and create awareness to the general public, or even complain to the government that what is happening with the economy. Why is it that businesses are leaving this country? Why is it that every major business, every major company is closing down? The Dudula movement and the Black South Africans, they are clueless. But an intelligent white South African is coming out. She's even giving more statistics than what I knew. In less than 3 months, over 1,000 companies closed down in South Africa. Over 1,000, bro. Over 1,000 businesses shut their doors in South Africa. I fit imagine if this thing happened to Nigeria. I don't even want to imagine, because it will be chaos. They will ask people to go and protest. All bloggers and influencers will post it, you understand, and make Nigeria look like the worst country on the planet. It will be a scandal. That's all. You see, Nigeria is so bad, companies can no longer stay in this country. Nigeria is so bad, everybody wants to leave, even businesses. That's what the headlines will be reading all over the place. But that is South Africa's reality today. And Africans are not even aware. Africans are not even aware, Nigerians. I'm telling you, over 1,000 different businesses. Guys, see, we are not talking of small businesses where you use 10 million rand open. We are not talking of 20 million rand businesses. We are not talking of business of 100,000 rands. That's not, if it's those kind of businesses, not, how is that? Those are small and medium-sized enterprises. Small and medium-sized, those are not even a major problem. We're talking about major companies like Coke, Backbone, and a British steel company. We are talking of multi-million-dollar businesses closing down and packing their bags out. That is the problem we are talking about. And if you think it's a joke, you think it's not a big deal, then you no get sense. You no get sense. I want to ask you a question. Why do you think that out of a sudden, Zimbabwe is becoming a better country with a better atmosphere for business than South Africa? There are companies that literally left South Africa to Zimbabwe. There are companies that left South Africa to Zambia. There are companies that are leaving South Africa to Tanzania, just around them. Those companies, if those countries were not better, if the opportunities were not there, if there's nothing wrong with South Africa, those companies wouldn't have left. If that country is not suffering, those companies will not be disappearing. Those companies will not be moving. That is what you should put in the back of your head. But Nigerians don't know about this because this is not trending. And me at Jim, I go talker. Because when it's Nigeria's turn, nobody get pity for Nigeria. Everybody will blow bad news about Nigeria, they don't care. So me, I go blow their own. Now my work. If it vex you, come meet me for my studio. If you get power. If not, I go wear you 500. So what is happening, and why is Nigeria's case different? In the previous video I did yesterday, where I told you that Nigeria is hosting the World Investment Summit. World Investment Summit, where Nigeria is expected to generate about $5 trillion worth of investment. $5 trillion worth of investment. Now, say people could bring money into Nigeria, about $5 trillion, and invest into the Nigerian economy. You understand? As a Nigerian, this should be ringing a bell in your head. This should be making you happy. As a matter of fact, this investment forum that Nigeria is about to host is being described as the breakthrough for Africa. Nigeria, it is being described as what will give Africa a possibility. Nigeria is giving Africa hope for access of capital. Nigeria is ranked the leading place, the leading destination for investment. And the World Investment Summit that will be taking place in Abuja, Nigeria, they want to seal that, to make sure that it's official that every major investment in the world has something to do with Nigeria. And so this is so massive, because South Africans who thought that they are the bigger economy than Nigeria, it's about time for them to rethink. It's about time for them to start understanding what Nigeria is doing different. It's about time people start seeing the advantages and the good news that Nigeria is bringing to Nigeria and Africa in general, because people take it for granted. It's not easy. That's why I said in the beginning of the video, as a Nigerian, you should know what is happening in other countries before you can appreciate your own country. By the time you look at other realities in Ghana, in South Africa, in other countries, and see what they are going through, you go turn back, look Nigeria, you thank God, say, God, thank you for making me a Nigerian. Thank you for blessing my country. It's important to know these things, especially when negativity is the head of the day. Negativity is the champion that is flying all over the place. And so when investors are coming into a country, it's showing signs that the country is stable. And this disproves the fact that Nigeria is insecure and there is insecurity, Nigeria is not safe. No, because all this World Investment Summit we are talking about now, like we said, we are talking about 80 to 90 presidents of different countries coming into Nigeria for discussion of investment in Nigeria. So why will anybody be carrying their billions of dollars to come and invest in a country that can go into chaos anytime? So the fact that investors are choosing Nigeria over South Africa, the fact that investors and businesses are moving to Nigeria and shutting down in South Africa, should explain to you that those two economies, Nigeria is more stable, Nigeria is more secure, Nigeria is more safe, Nigeria has a better future compared to the other side. And that's what you should know. That's what the media will not tell you. That's why bloggers and people will not tell you. It's on your own. It's just like making money now. You don't see person where they do business, money they do business. You go to tell people, oh, come, let's do this business. The person will be doing it alone. That's why you see when it comes to Nigeria, people will just go and be quietly investing, because they don't want that too much competition. It's a problem for them. So I'm very, very happy that this is actually the level Nigeria is getting to right now. And people are getting to discover the truth that Nigeria is great. Many Nigerians now are now even saying that Nigeria is better than UK. We are seeing comedians and people. I love the way comedy is changing now, even in Nigeria. They are even beginning to make it clear that than to be suffering in the UK, than to be suffering in America, go back to Nigeria and be enjoying your life. Go back to Nigeria and be enjoying your life. And that's how gradually this positive wave of news, this positive wave of investment, positive wave of the advantages in Nigeria, those things will come back to rebuild the reputation, rebuild the image of the country, and reposition Nigeria as the greatest economy in Africa. And nobody's going to shake that. You understand? So in a nutshell, guys, South Africa is losing and Nigeria is winning. Losing over 1,000 major companies is not an easy thing for any country to deal with. And that's why it's reflecting in South Africa's economy, it's reflecting on their passport, it's reflecting on everything because their passport has gone down. South Africa's passport has lost value. It has gone down. And so that is a fact. If you think I'm joking, go and do your find out. It is what it is. Your boy Andrew Max on this one again. Smash the like button, smash the notification bell. Come back anytime you're free because better updates, not a lag. God bless you. Cheers.